Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Novel Nana. I'm Bex. On my channel, I usually talk about writerly related things. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to share with you a junk journal that I have made. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I rigged up my laptop the best that I could, and unfortunately, there is going to be a little bit of annoying noise, which is my ceiling fan that is broken and will not turn off. So, excuse that. But this is going to be a flip through. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible, but I have made junk journals in the past, none like this. But I did make a junk journal years ago for my niece, and that video is on my channel as well. I will try to link it in the description box for you. But this is my first time making a junk journal of this size and in this way. I made it for one of my friends. I made it out of a cardboard little box type thing. It actually was a piece of cardboard that came inside of a binder. So it was the perfect shape. Sorry if you guys hear my husband hacking in the background. He's coughing. But anyway, so let's get into it. This is probably not for everybody, but if you like junk journals, this might be something that you would like to try. There's tons of videos out there on YouTube that you can, watch on junk journals. But since I do have a channel and it does revolve around writerly related things, I thought this would be a different type of video, but it still revolves around writing because it's a journal. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, I sorry about that. I bumped the table. My setup is really strange right now. I have like a totem pole going on this side of the camera, which you cannot see, but my laptop is tilted on it. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more careful. Anyway, I made this. It took me about 2 weeks or so to make it, start to finish, and I just used scraps of whatever I had around the house, and that is why it is called a junk journal. So this one, as you can see, it is a hot mess, but it's supposed to be. It's a junk journal. So here I have just tied a ribbon around the front. I made this one specifically for a friend of mine, so there's a lot of personal notes and things in here, and even on the cover, um, because it was made with her in mind. So you could make one any way you like, but this is how I made mine. So I got a ribbon and tied it. And I think what I'm going to do is show you the outside of the cover, the things that are removable, and then we'll kind of go into it and take a look. So hopefully this will go well, and hopefully you'll be able to see everything. I'm not sure. We're already almost 3 minutes in, so I need to get started. So as you can see, it is, the cover is a what's it called? Decoupage. I tried my hand at decoupage. And so I took a napkin and I just kind of scribbled some sort of words, but not really. There's a few that actual are words. But anyway, I went ahead and decoupaged the cover, and I used quite a few materials. I used an old napkin. This was my own handwriting. I used some music, sheets, some stickers, some old scrapbook paper, that kind of thing. So anyway, and then I just made this little wooden sticker tab. I think I got that from like the Dollar Tree or something, but I've had it for years. And then this was just a piece of material, then a little gold pen on it, and when I uncover it, you'll get to see more of the cover. And then I just clipped some little dangles on the side, and yes, that is an avocado because that's kind of my signature. I love avocados and I'm kind of known for it. But anyway, so that's kind of just a nod that I made this journal. And then I just did some little tabs on the side like this and did some little vintage lace glued to the edges. And so then if we turn it around, this big clip is just going with the journal because it helps when you're writing to kind of separate the pages, because this is a very chunky thing. So this is just a little ribbon scrap type thing, dangle, and it is a lot of the materials, ribbons and whatnot, that I used inside the journal, so I wanted to kind of make it cohesive. This is an old ring of mine that broke, and so I just kind of clipped it on there as well, and so it makes a really cute little spine. I know this is not showing up very good in this camera, and it sucks because it looks so much better in person. It's not really showing up as good as it could on camera, and I apologize for that. It's probably my camera quality and my lighting and whatnot. But anyway, so let me get this out of here. So anyway, there's a lot of little dangles on here, and as you can see, this is just a little button that I glued on. It says blessed. And then I have a little buckle here, a ribbon tied around. This was an old canvas painting that I just stuck on there because my friend who I made this for had visited me a couple weeks back and had commented that she liked the canvas painting, the frame, or picture that was in the frame of it. So I cut it out and used it as the spine. Now, this was my very first time sewing signatures, so you can see that I still have some of the signature marks in here. I didn't cover them up, so it is what it is. But anyway, this is removable, so we can kind of take that off. This one just kind of stays on there, but she can use it as a place mark or bookmark or whatever. And I used washi tape, and unfortunately, it is already coming apart. But anyway, so then I just tied some little, like a little note, and this is full of little hearts, and little note there for her, and it's a bag of hearts, bag of love. And then this little bag is sentimental items from like our trip when I went to see her in Rockport, Texas. I had got these shells off the beach. The key is just like the key to love and happiness is faith, and belief in God. And let's see, there's a couple other little charms and things in there that are specific to her. But anyway, that's the little bag. And this just pulls out. I don't know if you can even see this, guys. But anyway, this pulls out. It's just a little wooden thing that says, love one another as I have loved you. And so that comes out as well. And this is the back, which I decoupaged, music notes, and the cardboard that I used was actually ripped. But I liked the way it looked, and you can see the kind of the corrugated board underneath, so I left it. It's fine. Anyway, and then that's another little wooden butterfly. So that is the back, and that is the front. That is the spine of it, and as you can see, it's filled to the brim. It is like chunky, as you can see. So now we're going to get to the good bits, and hopefully I can speed through the rest of this video for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up. And to open it, all we do is untie the closure like that. And this is just, you know, little piece of ephemera, comes right off. And so my friend, her nickname since she was about 9 years old, I've always called her Sweet Pea. So this, I just wrote her name and then burnt the edges of copy paper and glued it down. And so I made some little things in here that I highlighted on the music notes, like this says, love Christ, and this one says my friend, so I thought it was appropriate, and then my song is love, so I left those on there. Okay, so now getting into the opening here, and I've got some little dangles. I think I showed you those already. But anyway, getting into the closure, this was an old necklace clasp. This was a binder, or not a binder, a tie back for a curtain. So I just kind of sewed it on there so you could open the journal like that. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to open it right up. And things may fall out, guys, and you know, it is what it is. So I know my angles are not quite right on here, so I'm not sure how much you'll be able to see, but I'm going to do my best. This is just a scroll that I made with a personalized note for her and another note inside of this little envelope here. This she can use as a dashboard because it's an old placemat, but sticky notes stick great to it. And then this right here, I just made her a little note to know how to use what's in this pocket, and it's just boards to put behind the pages because they are so embellished that it would be kind of hard to write on without putting these boards behind it. So that's what that is. And so then opening up here, just some little vintage papers, cardstock, whatnot. And so these I made from different papers and ribbons and things that I used in the journal. I used it to embellish the side as kind of like a scrappy little piece. Thought it was cute, and she can tuck stuff behind it. So on this page here, same thing, just, you know, some pockets, some vintage, I don't know if you can see that vintage stationery right there. And then I just embellished it with little whatnots and things. A personal note for her, and on this side I did like a little teeny tiny dangle, as you can see, and this I think was inside of maybe tea. I can't remember. Anyway, so just a little journaling page. And we're going to go through this kind of quickly now that the video is already getting a little bit long. Hopefully I won't bore you, but it's really beautiful, guys, so please stay tuned to the end. Anyway, you can mute me if the fan is bothering you, and you can just kind of look at the pages. So anyway, so a little tuck spot here with some old vintage stationery that I just used my lighter, you know, and just burnt the edges to make it kind of look older. And another tuck spot here. This is a picture of us when we were, I think she might have been 10 and I was like 16, 15 or 16. And then little vintage spots, tucks. This is a note for her. I just put little pearls on that as a little tuck spot, and it is a 1, 2, 3 pocket. My phone is going off. And this is another tuck spot, journaling card, coffee dyed paper here. So I'm not sure how good you can see this, but we're just going to keep going. So then we have another coffee dyed paper here, and this is a fold out journaling spot and a little tuck here. So we're going to just plow through this real quick. I have some dangles down here, some, I forget what it's called. It's like scrapbooking paper basically, but it's really pretty. And so then I have another tuck spot here and a little scripture from the Bible for encouragement, another scripture from the Bible for encouragement, just a really cute old magazine cutout. And then this kind of unfolds for her to keep pictures or whatnot in, and it just, you know, can tuck right behind here. Maybe. There we go. And then this piece, I just did the same thing, burnt some computer paper after I wrote her little nickname on it. And anyway, this unfolds here. There is some stationery back here. Again, with the avocado, guys. This is a picture that I drew of, it's supposed to be like self-portrait. I'm not great, but it was my first time doing a self-portrait. And I went to Walmart yesterday and just printed it off of my phone. But this was supposed to be me, and again, my avocado, as you can see. It's like my signature. I don't know why, it's weird, but anyway. So there's a personal note to her underneath here. And so then this just flips back down, and you can then turn the page. This was a picture that I printed off my phone of rocks that I had painted way back when, I think it was last year, may have been the year before. Anyway, so this is these are just a picture of rocks that I painted when I went to see her in Texas, in Rockport. There's a thing in Texas that they do after they had a huge hurricane one year that pretty much destroyed the town of Rockport, Texas. They began doing something like to build the community and kind of give encouragement and whatnot. Well, it's grew since then. And what they did was just paint rocks of like sayings on it, painted little pictures on rocks, and then hid them around their town for everyone to find or stumble across. And so I participated in that by painting different rocks with different things on them and hid them all around town. And so it was great. And I'm sure that they're still out there somewhere. Another tuck spot, journal page, just more little paper. This is so pretty, and I know it's not going to show up great on camera, but this was just a little piece of ephemera from an old card of mine. I cut it out. This was a napkin that has, I think it's the Raven poem by Edgar Allan Poe, but Anyway, it was on a napkin, and so I just decoupaged it on there, makes it look nice and old. A little tuck pocket, teeny tiny coffee dyed paper for a little tag, and then this flips out. Some more stationery pages here. This has just like a pocket of things. It's so pretty. I know this is not doing it justice, but I'm not going to show you each and every little thing because that would take way too long and things would just fall out all over the place. So let's keep going. So this is another little cluster that I made, and she can tuck things in it. Here is a bookmark that I made with a little dangle. I know the lighting is not great in here, and I'm so sorry, but I'm kind of more or less doing this kind of to document my first time making a junk journal of this magnitude for my friend, because once it's gone, it's gone. I'm giving it to her tonight. So I wanted to kind of, you know, capture that. And it'll be great for my channel because I already have one junk journal on there that I made for her daughter years ago. So anyway, here's the back of that placemat, and I just put a little dangle on it so she can just kind of put stuff in there as a tuck. This is her and I when I went to see her in Rockport, Texas. So I just tucked that in the belly band that I made. Another tuck spot with different little tags that she can pull out. It's kind of like an interactive journal, basically. And then this also pulls out, tucks in. Same thing here. And this is just some vintage lace that I used to decorate it with embellishment. This was from an old journal or book, and I thought it just looked so precious. But anyway, so we have a tuck spot here, a bookmark of the Beatitudes. I embellished it with some little metal butterflies that I had laying around. And this one I embellished with some pearls, some old fake flowers, a little personal note to her. This was an earring that I bent in half to kind of hold things in place. This is a personal note to her. Anyway, let's hurry and get through this. Coffee dyed paper, more coffee dyed paper, a little tuck spot here as well, a personal note, little tuck spots, journaling pages for her. And she can really use any type of, any of the papers. She can journal on it, even if it's got decoration on it, because you can use Sharpies or whatever and just, write across the page. So it's fine. So in here is another little pocket, some more pocket, and journaling papers and cards. Another one, a bookmark that I just put to the page so she can find her page. This was just a piece of ribbon, a sticker, inside a little surprise for her that she can clip on. It's just a butterfly. Old journaling stationery, so it's an envelope and journaling paper. And we are getting quite long, so I'm going to try to hurry this up a little bit. Another journaling or a little piece of ephemera here. I got this in a set, I think at the Dollar Tree. It says, "Do everything in love," and it's got a scripture on the back. And I found this. I know it doesn't quite match this, but it's close enough. It's feathers. So I just used that, and there's a little message for her on that. And then this is just a belly band that she can tuck stuff in. Vintage lace on the side that I thought kind of paired well with that. The lighting in here is so bad, so it's really not coming across as pretty as this is, but anyway, just some stenciled feather, and she can open it up and journal on. Again, more journaling pages, another tuck, a personal card to her, some journaling cards underneath, vintage lace, coffee dyed paper, some more paper, some more vintage lace. Last week, my stepmother is a seamstress. She's been one, for like 50 some odd years. But anyway, she was getting rid of a lot of her old materials of bolts of fabric and, lace, ribbon, things like that, bobbins, thread. So I took a box home and used it to create a lot of what you see here as far as the vintage element. More coffee dyed paper, some more journaling. Sorry, the microwave is going off. Apparently my husband made something in the microwave. He's coming down the hallway, so you might hear him. Anyway, so some more coffee dyed paper and journaling pages. This is just really pretty scrapbook paper, vintage lace that I just put on the side here, embellishment. Some very old vintage stationery. I could only find 2 sheets of it, but anyway, so that's for her as well. More coffee dyed paper, a personal note for her. This I actually got from my Secret Santa on AuthorTube. I believe Jennifer Brown, I believe, was my first AuthorTube Secret Santa, and she had sent me these paper clips, and they're so beautiful. I love them. Just so fun. Anyway, so more tucks and things, cards. This right here, believe it or not, guys, let me see if I can find some of the other ones that I had made. So these are made out of coffee filters, and I'm thinking about doing a tutorial on how I did it, but I made a lot of them. So here is one, and literally it's just a coffee filter that I had tea dyed and then crumbled up to shape like a dried flower, and then while it was still laid out flat drying, I took a Sharpie, different color Sharpies, and colored the edges, so when I crumpled it up, it would give it color to the petals or whatever. And then I just washi taped it onto paper clips. So I have a lot of these. I think I made like 50 of them, and it was before I did this project. But anyway, so it works well for this project because it looks so cute. So then, let's see, we have, I think I might have, yeah. Okay, so these two pages, I believe, are stuck together here by this paper clip. So, like that, it's just more papers and whatnot. So, let me clip this back on here. I'm sorry, guys, everything's falling out, but I want to show you it all, and I want to document it because this is the first time I ever made one of these. I learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes, but, you know, it's homemade. And here's another one of those coffee dried, or coffee filter tea dyed papers, a wooden key, some embellishments. This has a little teeny tiny tag in it and a little tuck spot. And same thing here, vintage lace on the side. This is a belly band on the side. Another one of those paperclip paper, coffee filter papers that I made. Some little scriptures are in this old envelope. And then turning some more vintage envelopes and just some notes for her. Some more paper here, some doily, another personal note, some scrapbook paper, a little tuck pocket here, and it also, you know, has a little flip up and a place to put something in there. Another one here, some vintage lace on the bottom of scrapbook paper. Scrapbook paper, again, for journaling, and there's quite a few of those, and these are just little sticker embellishments. Some vintage lace on the side. I'm kind of doing it quickly now because I realize how long this video is. So, anyway, we're going to go quickly, and I'm going to less talking. So, as you can see, guys, I'm just going to start flipping through, and you're going to see the little types of pockets. This was from an old I think an old magazine that I had, but it looked vintage to me, so I put it in. Vintage lace, little places to put things. So we're just going to try to hurry. Some more dangles over here, vintage lace, plastic flowers, artificial flowers, whatever, a little cupcake thing, tucks and pockets everywhere. Another one of these beautiful clips that I made to make it look like dried flowers. So you're going to see just, there's basically all throughout, guys. It's just tucks and pockets and tags, vintage lace, little clusters here and there, places to tuck things, journaling spots. Hopefully you're getting all of this. Some more clusters, little top. This actually flips all the way out to journal on and then hides more journaling paper inside with a little tuck space and a tag. There we go. Wait, did that wrong, didn't I? Sure did. There we go. These are supposed to go on this page. Okay, there we go. And some more just, you know, cardstock type papers and things like that. So, going to go through here quickly and then wrote her some little notes and cards and things. Just clipped them to the sides. So, a lot of that scrapbooking paper. And these are gears. I just thought they were so cute because this particular scrapbook paper, it's flowers, but it looks like gears to me. So I just, you know, made some little journaling spots for her. And then, you know, that's a paint swatch from Walmart. You use whatever you got. That's why it's called the junk journal. But these are just little things that I sewed on the side because they're gears. Thought it was a cute embellishment. So as we go through, this is coffee dyed paper, and it's like a secret little pocket. Some more scrapbooking papers, coffee dyed papers, more scrapbooking, That's cardstock, tea-dyed paper. And now we are at the end. So this here has a little paper bag that I embellished with teeny tiny tags, and there is just a lot of sentimental items, pictures, and things like that. As a matter of fact, wait a minute, I think is that Jada? I think it is. Oops, where'd it go? Well, I tell you what, this is going to be funny, but I'm going to show you. I don't know if you guys will care, but this was my little friend that I made this journal for, and these are just pictures of us in school. So, yeah, this is me, and that was her. So, and this is her from a few years ago and me, and this was the daughter, Jada, that I had made the very first little junk journal. This was Rockport, Texas from our trip. She doesn't have any pictures of me, so this is because I never take pictures. So I decided to put some little pictures in there. This was outside of her house in Rockport, Texas. So you can see the beach, the Gulf back there. Really pretty old picture. This was my senior yearbook photo. I didn't look happy to have my picture taken, but this was a more recent photo, so she would have one. And then that was just the picture of my Novel Nana YouTube page. Anyway, that she encouraged me to start, so that's why I have those types of pictures in there. But it's just kind of a place where she can put mementos or whatever. So that is basically it. And the fun part here is trying to get this bad boy back together. So what I like to do is just squeeze. There's charms everywhere, and I don't know if I showed them all to you, but they are just darling, and just so many. And I know that there was one down here that I don't think I showed off, but it's just a little owl, and it's just so pretty, hanging off with a piece of ribbon. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try to get this thing closed back up, and it does take a little while to close it, but that's because I stuffed it to the moon and back. So, and I just love this little vintage lady here. I thought she was so cute. But anyway, so this was made with love, and I hope you enjoyed watching that enormously long flip through. But anyway, so I made this. It was my very first time making a really big junk journal like this. I've only made one other junk journal before, which again was for my friend's daughter, Jada, and it is on my YouTube channel somewhere. You will find it if you go and look. It was not quite as elaborate as this, and it was made for a kid. So let's start putting all of this stuff back on. So again, this just clips right on like that. And this is just, like I said, it's just full of little dangles and scrap fabric that, you know, I had used inside the journal just to kind of decorate it a little bit to cover up this little spine. And this washi tape, I tell you what, I might have to do something about that because it's really not wanting to stick, unfortunately. But yeah, so there you go. And then this, like I said, was just to help hold her pages. So that's why I was giving, we'll just put it over here, this thing to her. Well, we're not going to worry about it. Yeah, so that's it. And I do hope that you guys enjoyed this little flip through. And hopefully, I mean, it is a chunky monkey. So that's it. And I think I'm missing a little, nope, it's back there. So these are the little charm bags. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And thank you so much, guys. I sure appreciate you tuning in. And let me know if you do junk journals and what you thought of this one. So that's it, guys. Take care, and until next time, happy writing. Bye.